What's up, Dominators? Welcome back to ShiHai's channel, and today I bring to you my Nubatama premium deck recipe. So, okay, I've seen you guys request for this on my channel, a few comments on like maybe I should do a Nubatama premium one, and since BTO3 Miyagi High has been released in English for probably about a week or so, maybe less, I decided to post the video. So let's see what I run in my deck and run my G-Zone. Obviously, you would need to have the protect markers because we run the Kujikiri Kongo build. So this deck is all about making your opponent discard cards and domination mixed in a bit at the same time. But most of them is just to make your opponents have like really minimal amount of cards during your turn or your turn, so that they can guard most of your attacks. Alright, so moving on, we got the 3 protect markers, Shingo, Misaki, and my custom mate. So obviously we need protect markers because we're gonna run the Great Trees, which requires protect. Okay, moving on, we got the starter, Kujikiri Kongo. Since you know the Kokushigarasu, the one that basically makes your opponent discard 5, needs soul, so I'd rather you run this starter, which is the V series starter, which is on right draw 1. It builds up your soul as well. So I see other people try to play Madoi or like what's the Burai, is it? Yeah, Burai. I don't really like that because you have to get to grade 3, and Burai requires, you know, a domination vanguard in which you don't run anymore. So this starter is still one of the best. It decks you one card at the same time, it nets you the soul. Alright, so moving on to the grade 3, we're going to talk about the grade 3. So I run about 9 grade 3s in this deck. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, 9 grade 3s. So first grade 3 we have is obviously the main grade 3 you want to actually ride into, which is ShiHai's Stealth Dragon Kujikiri Kongo. So, okay, the skill of this guy is X once per turn. You may counterblast 1 and your opponent discards 1 card if they have 4 more cards. So, ideally, don't really want to use this. You just want to use him for the on-right skills again to protect. But if you are starting first and you are getting to grade 3 first, he's a good right target. Second skill is when your opponent's rearguard is returned to his or her hand due to any card's ability, your opponent cannot call those cards with the same grade as the return cards until end of turn. So basically, if you are to bounce opponent's rearguard that's a grade 2, the opponents can regard with grade 2 until end of the turn. Doesn't apply to premium. It's just you're supposed to on-write him for the name, just to gain the hard name, which is the stuff ShiHai's Dragon Kujikiri Kongo, in which you get to later. So 4 off is very important. I didn't want to keep rewriting into him because you need the protect markers. Okay, I'm going to move the G-Zone a little bit. Moving on, we got 2 of your VRs, which is Mangatsu Storm. So originally Murakumo unit comes to Nubatama. Skill is when you're attacked by opponent vanguard, you may counter +1, sack 2 of your rear guards. Your vanguard cannot be hit until the end of that battle. Second skill is when your rear guard is returned during your hand during your turn, you may soul blast 1 grade 3, draw 1, call 3, and the called 3 units gain 5k. So the first skill is why you actually play this card. It's a good first right target if you're not striding first. You can ride him if you need that protect marker as well. Obviously, he's a good negate. So let's just say getting attacked by Zoa or something, or just call a sec 2. Oh, bye bye, goodbye Zoa. You can't hit anymore. Oh no, wait, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, the Zoa, but the Zoa unit you still have to raw guard because it's only when your opponent vanguard attacks you, then you may counter +1 sec 2, and then you're unable to be hit at the end of the battle. Alright, so ideally you don't really want to write into him because you need a hard name. We should get through later. But 2 of him is good in the sense that you can first write him, or in late game you might want to write him for turns that are really scary, that, you know, the vanguard, such as, let's just say, Dimensional Police. They have very big vanguard centric attacks, so you might want to write into Mangatsu Storm. Moving on, we got 3 of your finishers. So it's the KSC, I like to call it Stealth Beast Kokushigarasu. Basically, X skill, Soul Blast 3, discard 2 cards from your discard 2 Sentinels from your hand, sorry. And then this unit gains 15k. You bounce all of your opponent's rearguards from the rearguard circle back to the hand, and then if you bounce 1 or more, your opponent chooses 5 cards from his hand and discards them. So basically, what you want to do with this card is to combine with cards that allow you to bounce opponent rearguards, such as the new Stealth Dragon. Shit, what's that called? Stealth Dragon. I used to play it. The on hit counter +1 bind 1 Uncommon plus 1, the opponent discards Stealth Beast, something. I say Stealth Dragon. Later we'll get into it. Basically, what you want to do is, since you are Protect marker centric, you ideally want to do this during your Rini turn. I'll show you the combos later, so this is what you run 3 off. Alright, so that's all for the grade 3s. We're moving on to grade 2. So I run a minimal amount of grade 2s. I only run 10 grade 2s right here, as you can see. So first we have Mangatsu Gale. So pretty good ride. The first ride, or on the Rearguard circle, allows you to bounce back the Rearguards for early rushes. So when base comes plus 1, draw a card. This unit gains 6k. Then end of battle that attack, if it's on a Rearguard circle, you may put this unit into your soul, return 1 Rearguard back to your hand. So it builds out that soul for you. For KFC, I'm just going to refer his name to KFC. So KFC skills require soul plus 3. That's why you want to build up your soul quickly. So 4 off as you next you the free card. Not really free card because you call him into place, but never mind. Moving on, we got Bobo. Usually for OTT Gizes or just Gize in general, where they want to deny counterblast, on some decks that really don't want to deny counterblast. GB1, when this unit is placed on RC from your hand, if the number of cards in the damage zone is 3 or less, you can't charge 1, so charge 1, choose 1 of your vanguards, deal 1 damage. And then this card is also for all Clans Nation. Take note that when you do the damage, the triggers also will activate, so it's basically like a rescue in a sense, but you, instead of rescuing check, you take 1 damage. Moving on, we got the other grade 2. So this is the main form of soul charging power that you want to do. Monumentary Stealth Rogue Tunamasa. Yeah. Tsunamasa, whatever. Basically, Rearguard circle, when placed, 1 of your units gains 3k. If the unit was a grade 3, you may soul charge 1. And at the end of battle that you attack, soul plus 1, return this card back to your hand. So what you want to do is on your strike turn, you call down your KFC and then you call him in place. You give your KFC plus 3k, you soul charge 1, so that's a free soul charge for you. And then at the end of battle, if you really want him back back to your hand, you may just soul plus 1 and you return him back from the Rearguard circle back to your hand. So 4 off isn't necessary. So that's 10 grade 3s right here. So I run an excessive amount of grade 1s just to help out with this combo. First we got your strike fodder. I don't think I really need to explain the strike fodder because it's pretty much explainable. Stealth Beast Katagiri Sune. So when it's to be discarded for cost grade plus 2, then on place you may show 1 unit with Shiranui name, and also on grade 3 you search your deck with 1 Shiranui in name and add it to your hand if I'm not wrong, but we don't run any Shiranuis at all in this deck, so it's pretty useless just for strike fodder. Moving on, we got the counter charger of this deck. What's it called? Stealth Rogue of the Night Sakura Fubuki. Yes, Stealth Rogue of the Night Sakura Fubuki. So one of the things you want to do with this card, because it's kind of hard to pull off sometimes, is when placed with 3 or more units, discard 1 card from your hand, this unit gains 3k, and if there's 1 or less face up card in your damage zone, draw a card and counter charge 1. So there's a comma in between this card. So it's important to note that if there are 1 or less face up cards in the damage zone, draw a card and counter charge 1. So you can't activate the skill unless you have 1 or less face up cards in the damage zone. So you can just discard and then draw 1, counter charge 1. I mean you can't draw 1, like discard 1, draw 1, and even if you have more than 1 counter blast, you may not draw at all, because it states here if you have less than 1 face up counter blast, then you may draw a card and counter charge 1. So there's a bit of a weird wording right there, so you must take note. Even though it's weird, but most of the time you get to pull it off because it's 3 units and then you gain 3 units on the field. It's very fast to filter your deck because you run 7 draws in this deck, and we'll get to later. Moving on, we got yeah, this is the one that I said, Dreadmaster, right? Stealth Dragon Dreadmaster. So the new Dreadmaster is pretty cool. I remember the old Dreadmaster was on hit, count plus 1, you make your opponent discard 1 card from the hand. But this one is pretty cool as well. Vanguard Rearguard, when placed, you discard 1 card from your hand, draw a card. Your Vanguard is sure Stealth Dragon Kujiki Kongo, so that's why you run him for the heart. You may soul plus 1, your opponent chooses 1 of his or her Rearguards, bounce it back to hand, and then choose 1 card from their hand and discard it. So basically what you want to do is you activate this skill as much times as possible. Let's just say they got like a few Rearguards on the board, and before you use your KFC skill, you might want to bounce them back. Try to ideally have only 1 Rearguard on board at best when you use his skill, so that you know your opponent spawns that last Rearguard and then you discard 5 cards. So it's basically discard 4 cards for the cost of Soul Blast 3 and discard 2 protects, which is really good. Moving on, we got the Frog. So one reason why I run the Frog, which is Stealth Beast Mist Frog, is basically of the soul and the draw. So Generation Break 1, put this into your soul. When another dominated unit attack during your turn, you may pay the cost. If you do draw a card, and that the dominated unit gains 6k. So it's basically netting you a free card. At the same time, the dominated unit gains 6k and nets you the soul as well for your KFC skill. So 4 off is unnecessary. Moving on to the trigger, so I run 4 of the PG triggers. You definitely have to run this. I don't see why not. So it combos well with your protect markers, at the same time getting the draw trigger to do the KFC skill constantly. And then we run we run 6 crits. So 6 crits is important. I told you 7 draws just now, but it was wrong apparently. So 6 crits and 6 draws. Wait, this doesn't make any sense. Is it correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Wait, I'm only running 15 triggers. Well, that's a mistake on my part. Why is it so weird? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, never mind. That's right. I don't know why. I'm pretty dumb. I'm pretty stupid. But basically, we run 5 crits. 7 draws, yes, that's correct. It's not 6 crits, my god, I'm freaking blind. So 5 crits, 7 draws, I don't know what I'm doing just now. And then 4 heals, I run 1 of the counter charge heal, just in case. So most of the time you want to guard with this woman right here, which I forgot her name. What's her name? In the G zone, she's right there. So I don't really want to bother to remember her name, but what's her name? Shit, I don't remember. Oh yeah, something Zashashi Shime or some shit. I don't remember the full exact name, but like somewhat around there. So yeah, basically that's the trigger lineup. 7 draws to filter your deck quickly. You ideally want to see your KSC as fast as possible with the protects. At the same time, you get the 5 crits, so the pressure is there, and then 4 heals standard. Alright, moving on to the G zone. We're gonna get through the G Gardens first. So Rikudo Stealth Dragon, Gando Kurakan, basically good G-Guard. Most of the times you will want to go into him. When this unit is placed, if the number of cards in your opponent's hand is 3 or more, it gains 5k. If your opponent's 6 or more, this unit gains 10k. So basically it's there, but sometimes when you use it, your opponent might have less than 6 or less than 4 even. It really depends, but it's a good way of 30k free shield if your opponent has 6 cards hand or more. This Geho Rakan, whatever, I don't remember the names. I mean, this name is so annoying. When placed, count plus soul plus 1. This unit is placed on Garden Circle. You may pay the cost. Choose one opponent, gain 1 regards from his back row. Dominate it with the Garden Circle, and then it's regarded in Garden. So it's basically a free 25k shield. Cause now most of the great ones in G series, or in premium, I would say, in mixed with G and V, is 10k shield. So it's a free 25k shield for you. It's pretty good for a combat so plus 1. Moving on, we got the Zasashime bullshit. Basically on plays, you may flip 1 G Garden face up, Generation Break 1. Your opponent chooses 1 card from the hand and discards it. If if he or her does not discard, this unit gains 20k shield until the end of that battle. So basically it's a free 35k shield if your opponent's like, oh, I don't want to discard this card, so it's a free 35k shield. Nets you that flip up as well for your GB8, in which I do run. Moving on to the G zone, so we got first my favorite, Shiranui Mukuro. Rikudo's, no, that's not Rikudo. Evil Eye, Vidya Emperor Shiranui Mukuro. Wait, no, that's Rini. Evil Eye Emperor Shiranui Mukuro, if I'm not wrong. Evil Eye Hades Emperor Shiranui Mukuro. Yeah, basically that's it. Skill, XGB2, Soul Blast 2. You discard 1 card from your hand. Your opponent, you dominate all your opponent's vanguards, and then it attacks all of their rearguards in one attack, I guess. Yes, and then you twin drive from your deck. So basically, when this happens, your opponents are unable to guard because their vanguard is required as yours as well. So it's 100% you're unable to guard, with some special exceptions of Angel Feather, in which I won't get to. Basically, it's pretty good for a board clear. If you see anything on the board that you really don't wish to be seeing, you may just go into him. If your opponent decides you to limit your counter blast as well, it's a really good strike because it helps you farm up your hand size. Drachma, I don't believe why this should not be run because I have one slot left to fill up. Unfortunately, it's not ZR Drachma, but the SCR is much more expensive for some reason. So basically, Counter Blast 2, when this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle, you burn all of your opponent's Vanguards and Rearguards and you bind them. And then your opponent chooses 2 cards from their hand, puts it into the drop zone, and write 1 card from the hand as stand on their Vanguard circle. If they are unable to write and they have no cards in their hand, they lose the game. So the alternate win con if you want, but ideally you wouldn't want to use this at all or often unless you really needs to. GB8, I really love the GB8 because mid to late game, you ideally want to go into your Renes and your Mukuros and all that bullshit, or Tsukumarakan. But then at the late game, when you are really limited on Counter Blast or Soul Blast, this GB8 really saves you, especially when you're limited in Counter Blast. I have no idea how, when I play against friends in using this premium deck, the GB8 always really comes in to save their day. So GB8 skill is whenever an opponent is to place a Guardian on the circle, you may Counter Blast or Soul Blast 1, they are forced to discard 2 cards. So basically, if they are Kanzen guarding, so you place 1 Guardian, you discard 1 card, you Counter Blast or Soul Blast, then the opponent discards 2 cards first, then they discard the cost for Kanzen. So it's basically discarding 4 cards for 1 battle. It's pretty interesting and pretty cool at the same time. And take note that this is for every battle during your turn, it's not just for the Vanguard. So anytime when you attack, you may Soul Blast 1 or Counter Blast 1, your opponent has to drop 2 for each Guardian, take note. So G Guardians doesn't count because you're calling that from the G Guardian zone. This is only when placed from opponent's hand. So if they are placed down 2 Guardians, let's just say 2 15k shields or 2 10k triggers or some shit, they have to discard 4 cards first, then the shield effect will take in place. But of course, you have to Counter Blast or Soul Blast 2 at the same time. But it's really a lifesaver, I recommend you run it. Recruited Staff Dragon, Tsukumarakan, I don't see why not. Very good against Protect clans if you feel that, oh, you're farming up so many Protects, oh, I just strike into this unit, GB2 Counter Blast 2, you choose everything but 4 cards and bind it. So basically, all your so-called Protects are going back to the Protect zone, into the imaginary gift zone, because they are not counted a card and they cannot be bind. They only can be called on place to the Guardian Circle. And then at the same time, sorry for this, no idea what happened to my hand. At the same time, you may combine this with this Birdman. So what I like to do is strike into this unit, Counter Blast 2, your opponent binds 4, you use KFC skill to make them bounce 1 rearguard, at the same time discard 5 cards, so they are only left with 0 cards in their hand. They can't unable to guard anything, they have to take every attack from you. It's pretty strong and pretty gay at the same time, but ideally you rarely want to pull this off unless you really need to. But it's a good finisher as well. Trial deck. So why do I run this trial deck? What's the name of this trial deck? Endmaster Dragon Kikongu Tembu. Yes. Basically the skill is just at the beginning of battle phase, choose one of your opponent's regular, dominate it, and attacks one of your opponent's units at a free cost. First strike if you really cannot go into any other better ones, because Shonen Mukuro actually requires you Soul Blast. You may go into him, it's a free dominate, and you got no other Counter Blast for Rene or Magan Tembu, you may just go into him, one off. Magan Tembu, so yes, Counter Blast 1, choose same name, flip up. For each card in you dominate one of your opponent's rear guards, and for each card faced up in the G zone that dominated unit gets 3k and attacks your opponent's units. Ideal first strike if you really don't want to go into Rene. So if you're not a GB3, you want to save the GB3 skill for Rene, go into him. Pretty good first strike. Then obviously the 4 Shonen Renes, I think I don't really have to explain. Evil Eye, Vidya, Emperor, Shonen Rene. But I'll do it anyways, because X skill, Counter Blast 1, flip the same name. Your opponent chooses 2 cards from their hand and call it to Rearguard Circle. They both gain 5k and then attacks the opponent's Vanguard 1 at a time. And then the second skill is what you actually play. Then Vanguard skill is GB3. All of your dominated units gain 10k 1 crit. So what you would like to do is, at first, right, you can proc the Birdman skill, so the KFC skill. You have 4 perfect guards and 6 souls if to use. You have 4 perfect guards, you may call him, proc the skill first before you even use the X skill for your Rene, bounce everything, discard 5. Then you use Rene's skill, Counter Blast 1, your opponent drops 2 more from their hand, attack, and then you use the Birdman skill again. Because if you realize Birdman skill is act, so it's not once per turn, it's basically an act skill. So you can just keep making your opponent discard cards until, you know, he has no cards left in hand, and then you win the game. So yeah, that's basically it for my premium Nubatama deck recipe. Thank you very much for watching. Pretty long video, 20-minute video, because I don't really do premium much, but yeah, it's a really fun deck to play with for those that really want to try Nubatama Premium. I recommend you check these guys out. You can mix and match with the cards that I've recommended, but overall, I feel that this deck is still pretty strong in Premium, but not in Standard, obviously, for reasons. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. I'm going on the hiatus soon. We'll be flying off to Japan on the 10th of March, all the way to the 22nd. I'll vlog my way there. But hopefully I have some videos prepared for you. I'll probably release one more deck fight or deck recipe video before I go for my holiday, in a sense. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. This is ShiHai. I'm out. Peace.